Awesome. So I think we'll get started. So welcome again, everyone, to the Phoenix Friday AMA. We're in our seventh week for our project now, and things have been going really well. And we've got a bit of a special day today. We're going to be going through some of the information surrounding our upcoming Flaming Phoenix Club NFT collection, which will be another element of our ecosystem. And we're so excited to share some of the information that we have coming through today. But yeah, so on top of that as well, we'll be going through some of the information for our upcoming NFT collection, going through some general project updates. So not just specifically related to the NFTs. We'll be going through numerous marketing updates and our kind of progression regarding this, just the same way we do every week. And yeah, we'll also be having some exciting giveaways and competition announcements. This will be also surrounding our referral system and our obviously the upcoming NFT collection. So there's some really exciting opportunities for some awesome prices there, and I'll get into the details soon. But just as a kind of preface for today's AMA and the releases, we will be actually giving out some really early whitelist spots for the actual upcoming Flaming Phoenix Club NFT collection, and we will have 4 lucky winners just drawn within the spaces. So definitely stick around if you want to be in the kind of have a chance to actually get your hands on one of the whitelist spots. And we'll also be announcing another lucky winner for an actual guaranteed NFT prize. We will actually choose a winner. Our team will choose a winner in the actual space session itself, and we'll announce it later in the week. But definitely stick around if you want to have a chance to get your hands on one of those. But I just thought I'd kind of introduce that now, just in case you had thoughts on leaving, but now you're locked in, so you can't leave. But
you're stuck.
Yeah, you're stuck now. Enjoy listening to my voice for the next 40 to 50 minutes. But awesome. Let's get started into it. So awesome. So obviously, we've been talking about our NFT collection for the past probably 2 to 3 weeks now, and a lot of you might know what it kind of entails. And we're as I stated earlier before, we are going to release a really awesome promo video for our NFT collection, which is now in the finalizing design stages. So we're just about finished completing it, and we're moving on to generation. And our next steps will be putting on the blockchain and marketplace registration. The marketplace that we've decided to choose is probably one of the most popular on Chronos, to my level of understanding, which is the Ebersu's Bay marketplace. And we've been in contact with their team for the past probably week and a half now, just discussing all the process involved in the listing and what we can kind of expect in terms of the drop that takes place on their platform. And we've seen numerous other projects launch on this platform and do quite successful. Depending on their projects, obviously, we've seen different results from different kind of projects and different backgrounds, which is completely understandable. But yeah, we are intending on launching on this platform. As of today, we've confirmed that there is going to be 6,666 unique Flaming Phoenix Club NFTs available for minting. So this is obviously going to be completely unique NFTs, as you might have experienced in other collections. So there's no real mystery around that and how it works. It's going to be really awesome, completely unique, and obviously they're going to be all packed with features and functions that surround our ecosystem itself, which I'll get into soon. We have also confirmed the minting cost, which has been a pretty hot question in our community. So the base price for the actual NFT minting, we decided to be 290 Crow, which we believe is acceptable around the current Crow price. This may change if there is a vast change in the price of Crow at the time of launch, so we will keep you informed on this, but as of now it is going to be 290 Crow for a regular user on the platform. For an Ebersu's Bay founder, which is a part of their founder membership and NFT holder part, they will have a 30 Crow discount, so it will be a 260 Crow minting cost. And for our lucky whitelisted users, it will be a 240 Crow whitelisting cost the actual mint itself. So we've got a wide array of different opportunities to get in at a cheaper price. If you aren't too knowledgeable about the Ebisus Bay founders thing, they do have their own like special NFTs which grant you these reduced cost when minting on their platform. So definitely feel free to do more research into that and join their Discord if you want to learn more information about that. But as we get closer to the launch, we'll give you all this information you need to know about the platform and all the benefits that you can gain from it. We've also decided on the resale royalties, and we noticed a lot of other projects had a standard baseline of a 5% royalties percentage. This is not including the percentage of royalties that is taken by Ebisus Bay, which we're still yet to confirm of how much this is, but we don't believe it is a great deal, like a great amount, but we will make sure you're informed with this. Of this 5% royalties, we are planning to form a reward funding for the NFT staking pool, which will be 3% of this 5%, and 2% of those royalties will go back into the Phenix Fund Reserve. What we're actually planning with the staking pool itself is that users will be, well, NFT holders of the Flaming Phoenix Club will be able to stake their NFTs in a pool and earn Phoenix token rewards. We will basically use this resale value to perform buybacks on Phoenix itself and fund those buybacks directly into the staking pool, which obviously provides positive buy pressure and provides a means for rewards for our lucky NFT holders. So that's kind of the fee structure we have set out at the moment. Going on to our utilities, and this is something that we've talked about in earlier weeks, but just so for those people that don't know about the utilities surrounding the actual Flaming Phoenix Club, is we'll have obviously our staking pool being launched sometime after the release of the NFTs themselves. We wanted to give a chance for people to kind of mint up the total supply first before we released our staking pool. We didn't want to release our staking pool directly as we're launching because we did believe that there would be kind of certain dominances over the pool as early investors in the staking pool would actually be able to consume a lot of those tokens up. And we evaluated that it wouldn't be the best situation if someone got early into the pool and was able to grasp a lot of those rewards, and it would ultimately provide a negative sell pressure. So we will be launching that NFT staking pool sometime after launch. The date is yet to be confirmed. On top of this,
man, thank you for thinking about that.
Yes,
so cool.
definitely. It might be something seen as a negative, but it's ultimately having everyone's best interest at heart, especially
it really is.
Our
As a massive NFT holder myself, and like on multiple blockchains, that's such a big deal for me, man. Awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Another aspect of the utility surrounding our Flaming Phoenix Club is the Phoenix Lotto Pool Chance Multiplier. And this is something that we've talked about in recent weeks, but there's probably hasn't been too much clarity around it. With the release of the Phoenix Lotto Pool, which should be surrounding the same time as our actual drop of the NFTs, you'll be able to get a chance multiplier whenever a draw is done on the actual Phoenix Lotto Pool. And this is only given that you are a participant in the Phoenix Lotto Pool. So say, for example, and we haven't finalized these percentages yet, as we're still working around the Lotto Pool, which I'll get into later. Say, for example, you hold, there's a 0.1% multiplier for each of the NFTs you hold, and you hold three NFTs, you have a 0.3% chance multiplier on your holdings. And this way it gives you an opportunity to boost your chances of winning the actual Phoenix Lotto Pool, which will have huge rewards in it. So it's just another extra utility that you can expect from that. And we'll finalize percentages as we've kind of come to that stage of the Phoenix Lotto Pool developments. We do have a lot of test runs to ensure that it is a fair system. We don't want to have a system where there is whale dominance in terms of the amount of holdings in the Phoenix Lotto Pool of a given holder and the amount of Flaming Phoenix NFTs that they hold. That way we ensure that it does stay relatively fair for all participants. We don't want a system where there is complete whale dominance and there is a couple set of people winning every time. So optimizing these values is something that we're going to be focusing on even after the release of them to make sure that the system can remain fair and stable and ultimately sustainable for everyone regardless of being an NFT holder or not. So we'll release more information about that as we've kind of finalized our testing. Another great element of the being a Flaming Phoenix Club NFT holder is that you'll have reduced fees in all of the offering of the Phoenix dApps. So as we plan to expand our ecosystem and offer different services to investors and project owners alike, our services will obviously have a small fee, which helps grow our ecosystem and create better price sustainability on our Phoenix token. As a way to providing benefits to our loyal Flaming Phoenix Club NFT holders, you'll actually be able to gain reduced fees on some of these different services and offerings on the platform. And this is a really great opportunity to obviously promote the actual viability of our NFTs and actually kind of persuade people to actually get their hands on one of them. And it adds so much extra value because with this as well, our ecosystem is never going to stop growing. It's always going to continue developing, innovating, and our community alongside that is going to get bigger and bigger, which is ultimately going to increase the value of these NFTs themselves, which is really awesome. So do expect that. We don't have a set guideline on what reduced fees you might expect because we do want it to be different for different. We want different fees for different elements of our ecosystem to ensure that the fees in place are protecting obviously the users that are using it and the project itself. We don't want to impose too reduced fees, and we want to make sure that they're fair for everyone. So do keep an eye on that, but it's another amazing utility for the Flaming Phoenix Club NFTs. On top of this, as we do release some of these platforms and applications, we will provide early access for some of our DApp releases for our Flaming Phoenix Club NFT holders. So that's another benefit on top of that. And as I've stated, there's going to be a lot more to come on top of these base benefits as we continue to evaluate what there is to offer, especially as our ecosystem grows. We can always add to things. We can make things bigger, and it just makes things a lot more exciting to know that you're a part of something that's going to continue growing, and it's not just set in stone or what you're going to receive. So you're being a part of something much bigger than just an NFT. You're being a part. It's basically a key to our ecosystem, as we've kind of like to put it in our team, and it's going to be really awesome. So it's something to look out for. On top of this, later in our developments, we will be looking into an NFT multiverse experience, and this is something that we're not rushing into yet, and it is in early stage planning of what we would kind of want this to look like. It's not something we're looking to rush as we do engage in this. We want it to be something that we're proud of and is something really awesome on the Chronos blockchain. But there's a lot more kind of context surrounding this to come in the next kind of following months ahead of our project. But that is another thing that we're extremely interested in engaging in, kind of the game elements alongside the NFTs themselves. We do believe it is really awesome and a really big growing field in crypto overall is gamification and multiverse. So it's another thing to look out for, and we'll begin our kind of planning on this gradually over the next couple of months. But this kind of covers the overview of what you can kind of expect at a functional level and at a kind of investors level for our Flaming Phoenix NFTs. We will obviously be releasing the awesome promo video after the AMA, so definitely keep an eye out for that. It is amazing. You'll love what you get to see after that. But going on in our updates, we do have our marketing updates surrounding NFTs. And as we've stated, it was funny. We had we had some people today going, the NFT is coming out today, right? I'm like, no, we got to do.
Yeah, I had that too.
we got to do a lot to make sure that we're doing you guys justice with our release, to make sure that it gets all the hype it deserves. Especially if you've been able to see some of the NFTs, you know how amazing they look. They're fine works of art, and they've got just a lot of power in them. And you'll get to see that a lot more in the upcoming promo video, and as we begin to release more teasers. So definitely keep an eye out for that. It is amazing.
It's so bullish.
Yeah,
it's so awesome.
And the team has been lucky enough to get their little sneak peeks. So I'll just say that straight up.
Yeah.
They're just like on the edge of their imaginary seats. It's amazing. Just do keep an eye out for that video. You'll get to see all the amazing stuff. But we'll release that after. AMA today. But moving on to the updates themselves for marketing, we've decided to do heavy focus around the NFTs for marketing alongside our actual whole ecosystem, including Phenix token itself. So we do have NFT text and kind of AMA announcements on Chronicle, which is another news platform. We do the same thing on Chronos News, which you might be familiar of. We did have a partnership with them, and we have done AMAs with them in the past. We've also got Twitter advertising on Chronicle and Chronos News as well, both those platforms. We're going to have a Minting Live banner on the top 100 crypto news site. We do have a banner running on Dex Tools currently. If you are interested in looking at that, we're obviously continuing our partnership with Floz YT, which is one of the biggest one of the biggest crypto influencers at the moment. He's going to be tracking our project, and we'll be doing gradual releases as we release new news and updates regarding our project. So it's really awesome to have someone like him on our team. And on our side, kind of as an ambassador and marketer for our project. So definitely check him out on YouTube if you are interested, but we do have him making videos about Phenix Finance as well. We've been in strong communication with our marketing agency, which is Coinzilla, to do more push advertising, which is another medium for pushing out ads about our project to different users on different devices. And we'll also be doing a lot of NFT release pages on different sites. So like different kind of NFT promotion pages. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And this will obviously draw a lot of attention to us, especially after we release this promo video. I believe everyone's going to love what they see, especially kind of what we've talked about today, kind of surrounding that. It's really awesome. On top of this as well, we also will be looking to get the NFT website live. So this will just kind of be an official kind of home of the Flaming Phoenix Club, and obviously provide news to investors and information about the project. But as a whole, we do plan to have minting not on the website, but on Ibisu's Bay. We do believe this is in the best interest of the project in terms of both exposure and accessibility, because it is a very reputable platform, as most of you may know. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to look out for regarding our upcoming launch of the actual Flaming Phoenix Club, and all to come surrounding our ecosystem as a whole. Regarding some news with the Phenix Lotto Pool, we have deployed the contract on the Chronos testnet to test some of the interactions, and we've got a lot of green lights so far, so everything's looking good. We do expect the launch to take place sometime around the time of the actual Phenix NFT launch. This date has not been 100% confirmed yet, but we're shooting for the 29th of May, so of this month, the 29th. For our Flaming Phoenix Club NFT collection, but obviously this may change depending on the marketplace and their scheduling, as we're still in conversation with them regarding this, but this is the date that we are shooting for, so you can kind of keep that at the back of your heads at the moment. And for the actual Phoenix Lotto Pool, we are trying to push for this before the actual NFT collection, so we're probably looking around 26th, 27th of May for the release of the Phoenix Lotto Pool. And if you have seen the dashboard, we've kind of put up some scaffolding of the actual user interface. So if you wanted to check out that at the moment, it doesn't actually work or do anything at the moment. It's all disabled, and you'll see a bunch of loading stuff. But you can kind of get a feel of what the user interface is going to look like. And in that itself, do feel free to shoot us suggestions of what you'd like to see, what you don't like. We always welcome feedback with anything that we do, even these announcements. So we really value everyone's input on that stuff. But definitely keep an eye for that. And as for the dates, that's what we're kind of shooting for at the moment. For this month specifically, we believe we're fast tracking things a lot faster than we intended, which is both exciting and it's amazing for us. There's a lot of stuff going on, especially progressing this fast in our project to kind of get to where we are now. And that kind of covers a majority of our updates for today. You've probably also noticed a couple of other things go up on the dashboard, some temporary pages regarding the Phenix Vault. We are looking to initiate the developments of some of the different aspects of the Phenix Vault after the NFT and Phenix Lotto Pool launch. especially elements such as personalized multi-sig wallets, which is something that we've received a lot of interest in from different project owners. We're in a big community of different Chronos projects, and a lot of them have seen our offering, and they really like what they're seeing. And like, hey Jay, can you tell us a bit more about your multi-sig wallet solutions? And I'm like, oh, we haven't launched this yet. And they're like, oh, damn. I'm like, okay. So there's a lot of we're seeing our kind of market grow, and we're seeing our different potential customers, which is really awesome. And this is something that's going to be accessible to both normal investors and Phoenix investors that want to get their hands on some of these different elements. And alongside this, we will be obviously launching like customized token investing, and obviously a custom token launching D app as well to allow different project owners to launch and manage their own tokens directly from the dashboard. Kind of like an admin panel in a way, if you want to think about it. So it's really awesome and kind of unseen things in the space that we're going to be doing. And we want to slowly span out not only to Chronos chain, but to all different kinds of blockchains, so we can really increase the accessibility for everyone. And this is something that we, as you know, we have strong emphasis on, is making things easier for everyone, and providing different solutions that aid different project needs. So this is something to definitely keep an eye on, and we'll be releasing progressive updates regarding the Phoenix Vault itself and the Phoenix Lotto Pool over the coming weeks ahead. But we couldn't be happy with how everything's going. We haven't run into any big issues yet. Of course, if we did run into any big issues, we would let you know, because those obviously impact our timelines. But as of now, everything's running really smoothly, and we couldn't be happier with obviously the response from our team and the people we're working with, and of course the community. So everything's going really well. I've got no complaints at the moment. Obviously, we'll let you know if there are any timeline changes on a week-by-week basis. But yeah, that kind of covers majority of the updates today. It's been we're on the 30-minute mark, so we'll probably jump into our AMA segment next. I just want to double check that I don't have any more updates, and I'll just double check our team chat to make sure I haven't missed anything. Alrighty, let me just double check here. Let's see. Sorry, guys, give me a moment. Awesome. Okay, so I do have one more announcement regarding an upcoming event, which will be in the form of a kind of competition in a way. And what we're planning to do is offer a way for people to utilize our active Phoenix referral program at the moment, and also have a chance to win amazing awards up until the release of the NFT drop. So what we're doing, and we'll make another announcement surrounding this so there's a bit more clarity and you can kind of refer to it later, is we will be doing a giveaway for the top 5 referrers in the Phoenix referral program. So what we'll be doing is we'll have we'll have 10 different positions to give away. And each of those will have kind of a stacking prize mechanism with it. So what we'll be doing is the top 5 referrers on the Phoenix the top 10 Phoenix referrers in the program will be able to win the following prizes. So this is starting from the first position. So the first place will win 500 Crow, plus 2 times your PRP, the Phoenix Referral Program rewards, and a Phoenix NFT. The second place will win 300 Crow, one times the amount of your Phoenix Referral Program rewards, and also an NFT. And we also, for the third place, you win 100 Crow plus just 0.5x your PRP rewards, and also the Phoenix NFT. And for fourth place to all the way to 10th place, we will be giving out 50 Crow plus 0.25x of your PRP rewards, and also the Phoenix NFT. So we're super excited about this, and we'll be launching a kind of leaderboard on the actual referrals page as well, so people can actually keep track of this. It's going to be really exciting to see how people work with our system and if you are interested in kind of supporting the project and getting your hands on some of these really awesome rewards up until the drop of the NFTs, do keep an eye out for this. This competition will be running up until the launch of the NFT drop, and you will, based on your position or ranking at the end of these end of the competition, you will be given rewards based on your position. So that's something we're really excited about, and we'll release another announcement regarding this, so there's a bit more clarity around it, and a lot more people get to know about it, especially the people that aren't here today. But yeah, that's another competition and an event we'll be running up until the launch. So definitely get referring, get your rewards up, and utilize that system to get people into the Phoenix Finance ecosystem. And yeah, it's going to be really awesome. So, like I said, I'll make another announcement regarding this after the AMA. But yeah, so we'll probably get into the question segment of the AMA now. And just to answer any questions you might have regarding any of the updates that we went over today, I'll be taking questions both on Twitter Spaces and Telegram and Discord. So if anyone has any questions, do feel free to raise your hand. I've got a question from Phil here. I'm going to allow you to speak. How you going? Feel free to talk when you're ready.
You do have to unmute your microphone, though. Heads up.
Yes.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah, go for it. Hey, Phil, how you going?
Hi, I'm very good. Thank you. Thank you. Nice project. I really like it. Very solid. I think one of the most solid project I've seen so far. I have a question. I kind of joined late, so maybe you've said it already. I'm sorry if you make you repeat. Actually, I have two questions. The first question is, did you mention any use for the NFT? Like, what are they gonna be used for? And just like in a word, like don't explain like over it, like don't go. Just tell me if they have a what's their use basically.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we did go over this, so it's okay. And we do have a lot of information on this in the white paper as well, so you can reference that later. But short answer, they're going to have a lot of utility, and in a way to really shortly explain it to you, we like to think of them as a additional key to our ecosystem, and owning one of them provides a lot of different benefits surrounding all of our releases. So we want to make sure that the Flaming Phoenix Club NFTs are kind of like just kind of it should be treated as even as valuable as the tokens themselves, the Phoenix token themselves. So they will give you a lot of different benefits, access to different elements of our ecosystem. But definitely feel free to check out the white paper on our NFT series. This goes over a bit more information regarding that, and you can feel
Okay,
free to
I
watch over
will.
the recording. But I just don't want to go too much into it as just time. But yeah, definitely they do
Yes,
have
yes. Okay, I
a
will.
lot of
If you
NT.
say the information, oh, I'm sorry.
No,
If
you're
you
right.
say the information I can find in the white paper, I'm just gonna head there and read it there, like about the utility. And my second question, there is I see that a lot on the, well, not a lot, but I seen it on the, I think in the white paper too, and on the site there that you guys do kind of a burn mechanism to steady the price fluctuation. And I don't, that part I don't really understand, and I was wondering if is it like maintaining something artificially, or that's this can last like for a long time.
Yeah, so the burns that we do from our Phoenix Vesting Vault won't have a basically a direct impact on price, more of an indirect price, indirect effect on our price in the long term as our circulating supply or our total supply drops. Is that what you're kind of talking about? We do a part of our buybacks as well we do buybacks a part of our Phoenix Fund Reserve. So we do. This is probably something that probably more interested in, as this is something that we'll engage in sometimes when we notice that there is a large difference in the percentage of supply in the liquidity pool and the actual amount of tokens that people hold. So we'll actually be performing buybacks, which have a direct impact on price, while the burns from the Phenix vesting vault, which is a part of the diluted supply, will have a kind of long-term effect on our sustainability and price. So I think, is that what you're probably more looking for?
Yeah, probably. Okay. All right then. Well, thanks for answering my question, and I guess I'll pass the mic to someone else then.
No
Thank you.
problem. Thanks for joining us today, Phil. Appreciate it. Make sure to stick around because we'll have some giveaways if you're interested at the end.
And the video, and the teaser video.
Yes.
Stick around for that.
And the teaser video, yeah, which will be released as a tweet after the AMA. So
I'm not excited. Not excited about it at all. Don't worry.
Yeah, awesome. So,
Okay, well, I'll stick around the AMA. I'll stick around the AMA then. Thank you.
all right, thank you very much, Phil.
And I'm not retard. I just don't speak English as my first language. I might sound
No.
weird, but I'm sorry.
Okay, man. Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
You sound just fine, brother.
Okay, thanks, bro.
Awesome. So we have another requested talk from Alex G. So do feel free to ask a question. How are you going, Alex? Oh, I think you might have. Okay, you might have cancelled your request. That's okay. Do feel
I
free.
think he's still connecting.
Oh, okay, that's all right. It might have been different. Oh no, there we go. Hey, Alex, how you going?
Here we go. Hey guys, thank you for bringing me on. Hey, so I just had a question, I guess, kind of regarding the general sentiment right now in a lot of the DeFi space. Just like in the past several days, I think with the between exploits and rugs and some of these other projects that we've been seeing. One of the things I know for sure, like on Twitter, a lot of influencers have been really like hammering home is the importance of KYC and how a lot of the old KYC practices, like the way they've been doing things, maybe up until now, just kind of hasn't really led to more security. And I know you guys had for a time been thinking about being verified by the Obsidian Council. Like we can see, I don't know if you guys heard, but Pragma, one of their projects that had been KYC'd in the past, actually rugged a couple days ago. So
Wow.
I guess my general question is that with all this uncertainty that is kind of coming around recently in these KYC standards, are you guys considering maybe taking more of a, I don't know, like doing anything further as far as KYC goes to reassure newer investors?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, on top of KYC, which came a short couple weeks after release, I myself, my name's Jake. I doxed myself on YouTube, so we don't have any intentions to do any of these kind of things. But obviously, we understand that it is an immediate kind of concern for people, and it is always an ever living threat in any of these kinds of projects. And we've got every kind of element in place to ensure that this is not a possibility for us to do. Our liquidity itself is locked for 2 years, which will be under the investor's review, and we'll be reevaluating this lock as the unlock date comes closer. But we don't. This is the kind of the insurances that we have to everyone, and we do believe it is sufficient. We even acknowledge that people do even offer the same assurances that we have, and these things still do happen. And most of the time, when these assurances are in place and these things do happen, like say for example, a project does rug or does some illegal activity, those people usually get what's coming to them because they've put themselves in a position where they can't get out of it because they've made themselves accessible by law enforcement and to their community, and them doing these kind of things is more just in better words, kind of social suicide. So I hope that kind of explains kind of where our stance on our kind of exposure in terms of both KYC and doxing and how we aim to provide our community a level of transparency and trust.
Okay, yeah, thank you for that answer. And I guess if I could just throw in a second question in there real quick.
Go for it. Yeah.
Is just what are you guys' feelings on the way, like the liquidity pool as of now, or the way that is looking? I think one of the things that I've noticed that can happen is how whales can just like how what is it? Everything that can go wrong does sometimes, and like with Crow dropping in price and just a lot of uncertainty right now because of the bear market. I feel like personally, maybe just a small fear I would have is that it would really only take a couple of whales to really destabilize and kind of mess with the liquidity pool as far as how much there is for investors. I guess I kind of just wanted to hear what you guys' thoughts are on the current state of the pool, how comfortable you guys are with the current taxes, and if there's any other plans in place. I know, I guess with like the NFTs, maybe I didn't read specifically what percentages of that will be going to fund the LP, but could you touch on that maybe?
Yeah, definitely. And this is something that we're still internally discussing regarding the actual minted, basically the amount of funds that are minted from the actual drop itself. But
Initial sale.
we do aim to have a large percentage of these funds backing the project and supporting these different like the Phenix Fund Reserve, for example, which is a multi-purpose fund that we have in place in an ecosystem, which funds obviously a price protection mechanism through buybacks and burns, and obviously a strong part of our development and marketing, which is extremely important when actually growing as a project, which does have an indirect impact on liquidity and the price of the token, as drawing more attention to the project and getting more investors involved in different aspects obviously grows in our funds. And something we wanted to emphasize on your kind of concerns is it is an ideal situation what's happening with the price of Crow and the market, how everything's looking, everything's kind of going down, and there is always an ever living threat of whales selling off. And these things can happen, but we're trying to play the long game here on our project. We want to make sure that we're looking at everything as kind of a marathon, not a sprint. We want to make sure that we're doing everything right. We don't want to make second decisions based on but I like the words panic in the markets just for the sake of solving a short-term issue when we could be looking at the bigger picture. There's always going to be price impact, negativity, FUD in the community, and this is something that we kind of expect as a standard. And we've seen it in some of even the best projects that have been just copying everything in terms of negativity, dropping price, and just for the element of and obviously making accusations based on this. But we wanted to emphasize this with you guys. We want to make sure that we're doing the taking everything step by step and doing the due process when we conduct our activities, and to ensure that the development of the projects and all the kind of elements that we plan to release do happen and take place, and we're not kind of pushing it aside for the sake of a short-term issue, in a sense where things can go sideways in a short amount of time, which is something that as a crypto investor you should be fully aware of. And we want to make sure that we're here for everyone to support you, to ensure that we're doing justice by our project and delivering on what we say we're going to deliver on, and kind of meet your kind of standards. But as I've said, these things, and especially kind of the sentiment, can go sideways really quickly, as it does have people's investments involved. But we're going to be there day by day, week by week, month by month to deliver on our promises to ensure that we can make this project the best version of itself. And in terms of actual funding and support for the price of Phoenix and our ecosystem, as I said, our ecosystem is going to be ever expanding, releasing new services, functions for investors and project owners alike, which will add additional support to our ecosystem, which is going to be much higher than level than what we have now. So having all these elements in the long term, which is achieved by focusing on our main roadmap and not kind of diverting our path, will actually wider benefit all our investors much better than it would in the short term. So I hope that answers your question, Alex. And I do apologize if I kind of diverted my path in my conversation there, but I hope you kind of see the bigger picture of what we're going for here, and how we're not going to be strictly focusing on these short term issues too much. But yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So I see that. So you guys aren't. I get the sense that you guys aren't really worried about anything right now. So I mean that always feels good. Like to that you guys are confident in your ability, even with the market looking the way it is, to be able to handle any unexpected sell-offs. Maybe that's always a concern in a market like this. And then you mentioned like future investors, things like that. Like, do you mean like venture capital kind of things, or?
Well, like I said, as we're kind of growing our ecosystem, we're going to have different investors that are looking for different kind of services within our ecosystem that widely benefit them. So obviously, the funding that's kind of sourced from the fees regarding these services will obviously fund the project itself and add this additional support to both the Phenix fundraiser, which ultimately supports price action and marketing developments, which obviously kind of springs us forward where we need to be. But we're not looking for obviously investors to kind of like at the kind of traditional sense. We're just more kind of looking at helping everyone out and not just the big guys, if that makes sense. We want to make sure that we're there to provide services to all kind of investor groups.
All right, yeah, yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for this, and then like for you guys and just the community, anyone who's listening. I mean, I haven't been here that long, but I was here when we were at 20 cents, and I was here when we were at 3 cents. And I think just the general sentiment, the way the mods, the devs, and everyone has like done a great job answering FUD and everything, and just rebounding from that has been really great. So just props to everyone.
All right, so thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate the questions. So we've got another question here from Murphy. So I'll add you as a speaker. Hey Murphy, how you going? Feel free to talk when you're ready.
Oh, you talking to me? I didn't hear the first part.
Yes, the first part was welcome. You can now speak, sir.
Oh, right on, right on. What up, Jake? What up, Brandon?
Hey, man.
Real quick, Brandon, would you mind shooting me a follow back? I'd like to hit you up in the DMs about something.
Yeah, for sure, brother.
Thank you, sir. Jake, shout out to you, man. I've been watching your project ever since its launch. And shout out to the token that grows in your wallet, right? So, little quick story. I had a little issue and had to sell off. But as everybody that's been in for crypto for longer than a day knows, crypto dust. And I was left with a little bit of dust in my wallet. And lo and behold, that thing grew and made me buy back in. So shout out to the token that grows in your wallet. Love it very much.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
You guys are great.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, keep it up, man. I pop into the Discord every once in a while, and I just love what you're doing. So shout out to you all.
Easy. Thank you very much, Patty. Appreciate your
Cheers,
support.
brother.
All right, we'll probably have time for one more question here before we go into our final kind of giveaway announcements. So we've got like some whitelist giveaways to announce, but I've got Eric here. I'll add you as a speaker for the final question. Hey, Eric, how's it going?
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you going?
Awesome, great. Yeah, thanks for hosting this. I just had a quick question. I joined right before the AMA portion started, so I didn't hear the first bit of the talk, unfortunately. But my quick question was, what were the price of the mint going to be started? I remember that was
sure thing. I can go over that quickly.
Sure.
Yeah, so we are planning as of now to have the mint price in Crow for the Flaming Phoenix Club NFTs to be 290 Crow for our regular users. For Ebisu's Bay founders, the founders passes will be 260 Crow, and for our whitelisted users, it will be 240 Crow.
Awesome, thank you.
No problem at all. So we'll probably wrap up the questions there for today, and we'll go through some of the whitelist winners for today, which has been drawn by Hinky. So shout out to him. So we have we're obviously giving out some whitelist passes to some members here for our NFT drop. As we've stated, it will give you an opportunity to get your hands on some of the Flaming Phoenix Club NFTs at a reduced price at the time of the drop on Ebersu's Bay. So do keep an eye out for that, and we'll be announcing some of the winners. And we'll just as a preface, we'll have so much more opportunities in the coming weeks up until the launch for people to get their hands on whitelist access. We're not finalized yet on the amount of whitelists that we're going to have, but we'll just kind of be handing them out to different community members in form of giveaways, prizes, and yeah, do keep an eye on that for that. But for now, we do have 4 different winners. So we have, I believe, let's see, we have NFT Gym Guy. So congratulations, you have won a whitelist position for the Flaming Phoenix Club. So do make sure all the winners that I do announce today. I'm just not sure if you're still here. Let's hope so. I think yeah, there you are. Hey, awesome. So yeah, do make sure to DM the this account that I'm on now with your wallet address if you are interested in the whitelist. And this goes for the next 3 winners that I'm going to announce. So we have the next winner is Joe Q Crypto. Congratulations. We have Avasal _ Pratik. Congratulations. I believe your name is sexydoge.nft in the actual chat though.
Yeah, it is.
So congratulations, Pratik. And we do also have Murphy Crow. Congratulations, you have also won a whitelist position. So congratulations to those random winners. Just make sure that you do DM this Phenix Finance account with your wallet address if you are interested in claiming a whitelist position for the upcoming Flaming Phoenix Club NFT drop. So really awesome to have you guys today, and do make sure to keep an eye on the Twitter. We will be releasing the awesome promo video for the Flaming Phoenix Club, and I hope you guys do tune into that and watch it. But thanks again for everyone. We're just hitting the 53-minute mark for today. Or actually, no, probably not. Probably around the 45-minute mark from the start of our AMA. And thanks again for having you guys. Obviously, keep an eye out for more announcements regarding all of our releases and progression. I believe also Maestro will be hosting a more coffee and grow spaces sessions, and I'm sure he'll let you know when he's doing that. So big thanks to him for helping out in the community. And
pleasure and a privilege, my brother.
Thank you very much. But yes, keep an eye out for. We will also be giving away some lucky NFT winner, a guaranteed minted NFT. We don't have the exact NFT they'll be getting. We'll be minting an NFT on the drop, which you'll be receiving, and yeah, but we'll announce that later during the upcoming week. But I hope everyone enjoys their weekend. Make sure you get outside. There is life outside. I did remember that myself. And make sure to just relax, enjoy your weekend, and do keep an eye out for all our amazing updates to come in the next days and weeks ahead. But yes, thanks again. This has been Jake and Brandon hosting the Phoenix Friday AMA Week 7, and we'll see you guys throughout the week. Take care. Hope everyone enjoys the weekend. See you later.